What's up, y'all? Chattel Red, the grown-ass teenager in the building. And today I'm talking about another death, another murder in the state prison. This one happened in Midstate Correctional, which is right across the street from Marcy, the prison where Mr. Brooks got murdered.
Deeply troubling. I'm analyzing the early reports on what is happening. The actual cause of death is not known, but it is my highest priority to get to the bottom of this and find out exactly what happened. We'll make sure the press knows as soon as we do.
State police and the Attorney General are investigating the death of 22-year-old Messiah Nantwi at that facility. It has built a violent reputation in recent years. The I-Team's Connor White is live outside Midstate Correctional tonight. Connor.
Matt and Megan, the Department of Corrections confirms that 11 officers who were involved in some capacity in Nantwi's death are now on administrative leave. This as some prisoners inside Midstate try to reach the public. They believe this is yet another violent death inside the New York State prison system that did not need to happen. Ruby Rivera spends each day worried about her nephew, currently locked up at Midstate Correctional.
I'm hoping he doesn't have internal injuries and that he's going to make it out there alive.
Rivera claims a group of officers with the Emergency Response Team, or CERT, violently attacked her nephew last week as he serves time for drug possession. She says he heard him directly over the phone describing unprovoked violence. Rivera's nephew is alive. His alleged beating came days before 22-year-old Messiah Nantwi was pronounced dead, a fellow inmate at Midstate.
Any death in custody is certainly a tragedy, but upon immediately learning of the death of the individual, we made a referral to an independent investigation by the Attorney General's office and the state police.
Prisons Commissioner Daniel Martisulo declined to provide further information, citing the ongoing investigation. Inmates had more to say, with the New York Times quoting 9 alleged witnesses. 7 went on record with their names, describing members of the CERT team violently beating Nantwi before he died.
Guys would not put their names to something like that because they know that there could be a high grade of retribution.
Thomas Gant served 25 years in state prison and now advocates for reform. He points to a pattern inside Midstate. A group of inmates recently won a lawsuit against the state for a brutal and humiliating beating at the hands of officers here in 2016. It's where Robert Brooks was before he was transferred to Marcy Correctional just across the street, where multiple officers now face murder charges in his beating death.
Claims of abuse, neglect, murder have been happening for quite some time. And so quite frankly, people, not only incarcerated individuals, but their family and loved ones are saying enough's enough.
Nantwi's death comes as there is continued turmoil inside the New York State prison system as these strikes continue. Our crews did not see anyone continuing to strike publicly on a picket line outside of Midstate or across the street at Marcy today, but we do know, Matt and Megan, that there are thousands of officers who still have not returned to work.
Connor, do we know anything about body camera like we saw in the Robert Brooks case?
We're not sure at the moment. We've reached out to officials on this, but we have yet to hear whether or not anything to do with Nantwi's death was actually captured on camera.
And of course, that's what made all the difference in the Robert Brooks case. To see that video, even though the officers didn't turn them on. Connor, thanks for that reporting tonight. We're going to keep on this issue with inside those prisons.
First of all, I just want to say, you know that this is so regular for them that they can't even chill out and relax while shit is hot. They still beating niggas to death when the cameras is on them. The spotlight is on y'all and y'all still not chilling. Like normal people, once the spotlight is on you, shit is hot, the block is hot, niggas is like, yo, let's fall back and relax and chill till shit cool down. These niggas can't even fall back and chill till the shit cool down. They still beat niggas to death while the cameras and spotlight is on them for beating a nigga to death. This Rivera kid, how old is this Rivera kid? Is he young? Let me just say this. Some people will take advantage of what's going on right now and try to jump on the Me Too train and say, yeah, they beat me up too. But meanwhile, you was being an asshole. Now, I'm not saying that the Rivera kid was being an asshole. I don't know because I'm not in there. However, what I will say is from my experience as a correctional officer, them young kids, they be little jerks. They always starting shit. They always doing something. They always fighting. They always breaking the rules. And then when the CERT team gets called, that's because you're being a jerk. The CERT team came. That means that you was fighting them. Because let me tell you, the CERT team, they give you a chance. Before they crack your cell, they say, listen, we going to crack your cell. We need you to turn around, put your hands behind your back, comply to the rules. They will take you out clean. But if you do not follow their instructions, you're going to get your ass beat. That's what they're here for. They're there to take on the problematic inmates. Not saying that he deserved that ass beating, but we don't know. We don't know. We hearing from the aunt. She's talking about what she heard on the phone. He's telling you what happened. You're not hearing it for yourself. You know that these little kids be lying, right? That's all I'm going to say. People will try to take advantage of what's happening right now and trying to get their little ass beat so that they could jump on the Me Too train and get a couple of dollars. And while the DOCS commissioner is talking about any death in custody is a tragedy, as if this was a regular death. Like this inmate died of natural causes or something. And why Shorty looking at him like that? Is that a real person or is that AI? Because she never turned around and looked at the screen at all. That's weird. That's weird to me. And why all of these murders are involving like double-digit COs? Are y'all that weak? It takes that many of y'all to beat up on one black person? I really, really hope that they have body cam footage on this. The advocate for prison reform was saying that allegations of abuse have been happening for years. I know that to be true too. Because we'll have an inmate from Rikers Island, he'd be a wild cat, just doing anything, doing whatever. Then once he gets sentenced and gets sent upstate, he come back humble as shit. Because they be beating their asses up there. That's why. I mean, you see the lawsuit, a group of inmates, not one inmate, not two inmates, a group of inmates won a lawsuit for a beatings that took place in 2016. Everything is hitting the fan and they need to investigate prior deaths and every future death. And anybody, anytime, if they don't turn on that body cam, they should be fired immediately. Why aren't you turning on the body cam? What you hiding? That governor, Kathy Hochul, whatever her name is, I don't like her. I think that she knows what's been going on in these facilities and she hasn't said anything. I think she needs to be investigated. I think she needs to be locked up too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a good judge of character. I could read people and she seemed no good. No good. I just hope that justice for Messiah, justice for Robert Brooks, justice for anybody and everybody who got killed or physically abused by the hands of these correction officers. They're making all COs look bad. And we don't give it up like that. Not all of us.